The Money of Soul and Possibility Control, or C Control for short, is an original 11-episode anime created by Tatsunoko Production. The anime was released for the 2011 spring season, premiering on April 15th and concluding on June 24th. Currently, the anime has a score of 7.36 on my anime list.
There's not really much I can go on about this series. Like, first of all, I don't think I was really into anime at the time the series came out, and so, well, I'm not even sure if the anime hit the mainstream at all, because there are only a few of my friends who knew that this series existed. For example, the first time I heard about it was, I was hanging out with my college friend in his dorm. We were watching the Madoka Magica series on the DVD that he had, and in the beginning commercial credits, like the C Control trailer was playing, and that was the first time I heard of it, and because of how awesome the trailer was, it stuck with me until I found the series on like some website that had the English dub. Wait, did Crunchyroll have the English dub? Now I don't even remember. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into the review of this series, and my opinions on C Control are, dare I say, mixed.
Kimimaru Yoga is an economics college student. His mother died when he was young.
Of course.
And his father also went missing. One day, Kimimaru meets a mysterious character named Misakaki, who convinces Kimimaru to sign up to get the fortune of his dreams. But it comes with a price. He's taken to an alternate world where he has to fight to earn and protect his money. If his account goes to zero, well, let's just say he'll never make it back out.
I don't think I can really think of another anime that really dives down into the topic of money of all things, because I wouldn't really think people would be all that interested into it, until I watched it, of course. The only reason why I could think why this anime, did this, was to play a commentary on Japan's economic issues. I mean, not like everyone was aware of it already, but this series definitely hit the mark on some things. My only issue is, I think I would have been more invested in the series if it just wasn't so complicated.
By the time this anime came to a close, I had so many questions that I really couldn't answer. If this world exists with other species existing and humans only go in and out, how come the assets can't go to the human world? Are they even real? And if the assets control the financial district, why are they pawns to the humans? Is this like purgatory where the assets just toy with them and their money? But then if that world affects the human world, should everyone know that this world exists too? I mean, multiple do exist depending on the country, so this is like Black Cauldron level of confusing but genius.
I don't know about you guys, but this plot sounds very Sword Art Online-ish. When did SAO come out again? Huh. Well, that is a very interesting point.
Though Sword Art Online was the show that basically started the whole reliving in another world genre, aka isekai, it wasn't established as that until 2012 when the anime was first released. C Control has a lot of elements applying to the isekai genre. The only difference is that Kimimaru can enter the world whenever he wants and return to his own world. As for Sword Art, and others of its kind, they're sucked into the world and they have to either suck it up or find a way to return home. C Control was kinda the predecessor to the isekai genre before it was even officially a thing.
I give this series the credit that it deserves, because it definitely tried something new and something not really anime has ever tackled before. However, I just wish that it was longer instead of the 12 to 13 episodes that we got, because with everything just crunched together in such a short span, I don't think we got the concept of the anime entirely, since there's basically a lot to talk about, but so little time to do it. And the characters of the show don't really make this show a lot better. There are more side characters than there are main characters in this anime. To avoid wasting your time and mine, I'm just going to talk about the main characters first, and then talk about the overall spectrum second.
Our hero is Kimimaro Yoga. He has two things on his mind: how to keep his money intact and how to find his father. Spoiler, he's not that interesting. Yeah, at least he has a goal, but he's like the whole wheat bread of boring male protagonists, which is one step up from the white bread, but not too much better in personality. He's not Kirito or anything, but I really do question how this guy manages to escape debt every single time he goes into battle. Also, his future wants are not that interesting either. He wants a wife and kids. So what? What about his dad? That barely goes anywhere either, BTW. Then we get to Misyu, if that's how you pronounce it. How do you pronounce that? First of all, she's also as bland as a sugar cookie with no frosting. She's half tsundere, but she's also Kimimaru's asset. I smell OTP smut, everybody. Really, she's just a fighting tool, then tries to be normal to get into Yoga Senpai's pants. The anime tries to give her an arc too, but that goes absolutely nowhere. Then you have Kimimaru's mentor, Soichiro Mikuni. He knows the most about the financial district, but he doesn't reveal that info to the character all the time, as he should. He talks about it with Masakaki, who just loves to screw with everyone like the troll he is. Mikuni does teach Kimimaru how to duel better, and he does play a part in Kimimaru's father going missing, but that's not expanded upon either. In short, the main characters are even more boring than the plot is. They're just cookie-cutter tropes who seem to witness everything and not do much of anything. Except for probably the last episodes. Otherwise, they really make the show drag.
In 2011, I'm not saying that the animation had to be special or anything, because we were coming out of the 2000s of average animation. But I will say, for Sea Control, the animation was interesting, to say it best.
What really throws me off is some CGI that the anime throws in for the sake of doing it for the financial district. Are they trying to pull an Inception or something? It looks blocky, while the characters in Human World look 100% normal. Well, okay, the characters kind of look cheap, but again, 2011. The music is nothing special either.
Except for the ending, because that was the only reason, other than the trailer, that I was really hyped for this show. Hell yeah! And as far as the English dub goes, if you've disregarded everything else from this review, I would say it's okay at best. Misuyu was annoying, to say the least, but I think the other characters were voiced fine. Like, I mean, it's not extraordinary, but I didn't ask for extraordinary. Oh, now I remember, I saw this series on Netflix before my subscription was over, and that was where I found the English dub, duh. However, I think the series might still be on Crunchyroll for the English sub if you're interested in it. To be honest, I forgot to check, but if you guys can check for me, that's great. But in all seriousness, if you want the English dub, Netflix is your way to go. Hulu probably has it. I'm not sure what other websites might have it, because I'm not really an expert on like those websites that you have to pay for, because right now I do not have the money to subscribe to anything. At the end of the day, or to conclude this video in particular, I would give this series a 6 out of 10. I mean, if you guys are interested in a pre-Sword Art Online type show, go all for it. But for those of you who like Sword Art Online or despise it to the very core, you might be disappointed. And, well, that's kind of it for this review. If you liked it or wanted to say something about it, you can hit the like button or talk about it in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, you can check out the rest of my content on my profile page, or you can basically subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. I'm Cait Cher, and it's been real. Ciao!